7 surprising ways that dopamine makes you lazy or lively. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a rut, unable to muster the energy or enthusiasm for your daily tasks? Or perhaps you've noticed that while some people seem to exude an infectious energy and motivation, others appear sluggish and drained. Today, we're going to unlock the secrets of dopamine, a neurochemical that holds the key to understanding this perplexing dilemma. Get ready to discover how dopamine can either make you shockingly lazy or surprisingly lively. Unveiling the hidden link between dopamine and your daily motivation. Deep within our brain lies a tiny structure known as the ventral tegmental area, VTA for short. This unassuming region houses a group of neurons that play a pivotal role in regulating our desire to seek out rewards and pursue activities that bring us pleasure. These neurons rely on dopamine, a neurotransmitter that acts as their messenger. When released into the brain's reward circuit, dopamine sends a signal that motivates us to repeat the behaviors that led to its production. It's as if our brain is whispering, "Hey, this felt good. Do it again." But here's the twist. The same dopamine system that drives our pursuit of immediate gratification can also lead to laziness if dysregulated. You see, dopamine doesn't just motivate us. It nudges us towards activities that offer the greatest potential for reward with the least amount of effort. So, when faced with tasks that require significant exertion, our dopamine-driven efficiency mechanism may kick in, leading us to procrastinate or abandon the task altogether. The result, a nagging feeling of laziness that can hinder our progress toward long-term goals. In a society that often glorifies hustle culture and champions tireless productivity, it's easy to fall into the trap of feeling inadequate when confronted with our own laziness. But here's the liberating truth. Laziness isn't inherently bad. In fact, it can be a clever survival tactic employed by our brains to conserve energy for more critical situations. Think about it. If our ancestors had expended all their energy on low-reward tasks, they would have had the vitality to flee from a saber-toothed tiger or forage for scarce resources. Thus, laziness has its roots in wisdom and self-preservation. It's nature's way of ensuring we don't burn out our energy reserves on trivial matters. By understanding this, we can approach our laziness not as a character flaw, but as a valuable ally, guiding us to allocate our energy wisely and tackle tasks that truly matter. Dopamine dynamics. Why some are energized while others are apathy-ridden. Have you ever marveled at how some individuals seem to bounce through life with boundless energy, while others appear bogged down by apathy and fatigue? Well, the answer lies in our brain's dopamine dynamics. Picture two individuals facing the same task, one brimming with enthusiasm and the other dreading it. The person, filled with vigor, experiences a surge of dopamine when they begin the task, creating a sense of motivation and drive. Their brain's reward circuit lights up, reinforcing the behavior and making them more likely to repeat it in the future. On the other hand, the person who feels apathetic may not get that same dopamine boost. For them, the task seems unrewarding, and without the motivating neurochemical surge, they struggle to find the energy to complete it. This difference in response can be attributed to various factors such as individual dopamine sensitivity, past experiences, and even genetic predispositions. Moreover, external influences like stress and environmental toxins can also disrupt our dopamine levels, contributing to feelings of apathy and fatigue. Understanding these dynamics helps us recognize that motivation and energy aren't universal. We must consider the unique dopamine experiences of each individual and tailor our approaches to support and encourage them accordingly. Transforming laziness. How dopamine shapes our activity levels. Did you know that dopamine plays a fascinating role in determining our level of activity throughout the day? This neurotransmitter is like an internal alarm clock that wakes up our motivation and energy when it's time to tackle our goals and aspirations. When we engage in activities that align with our desires and needs, dopamine is released, creating a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. This surge of dopamine acts as a reward, reinforcing the behaviors that led to its release and making us more likely to repeat them in the future. However, when we're faced with tasks or environments that don't align with our interests or values, dopamine levels may decline, leading to feelings of boredom and apathy. Consequently, we might find ourselves less motivated and more prone to procrastination or even depression. Interestingly, our individual levels of dopamine sensitivity also influence how active we are. Some people need higher levels of dopamine to feel motivated, while others respond to lower levels. Understanding these dynamics allows us to create environments that foster activity and engagement by incorporating elements that trigger the release of dopamine, such as meaningful challenges, opportunities for mastery, and positive social interactions. By doing so, we can cultivate a lifestyle that promotes motivation, productivity, and overall well-being. The dopamine effect, activating your potential and overcoming inertia. Are you aware that your daily choices hold the power to activate your true potential and overcome inertia? It all comes down to understanding the fascinating link between dopamine and your daily routine. Picture this: you're faced with a task that requires focus and dedication. Some people will approach it with vigor, while others succumb to the allure of distractions. The difference lies in how our brain's reward system influenced by dopamine, responds to the anticipation of completing the task. For those who embrace the challenge, dopamine levels rise, boosting their energy and focus until the task is done. Conversely, those who shy away from the task may experience a decrease in dopamine, leaving them feeling unmotivated and stuck in a cycle of procrastination. But here's the empowering truth. You have the power to shape your dopamine response by focusing on the positive outcomes of completing the task. When you visualize the sense of accomplishment and satisfaction that awaits you, your brain's reward system is activated, releasing dopamine and propelling you forward. This is what we call the dopamine effect. It's the catalyst that transforms challenges into opportunities for growth and helps you break free from the grip of inertia. By harnessing the power of your mind and focusing on the potential rewards of your actions, you can unlock your true potential and achieve your goals. Feeling unmotivated? Discover the dopamine connection to your daily energy. Are you feeling stuck in a rut, struggling to find the motivation and energy to tackle your daily tasks? You're not alone. Millions of people worldwide grapple with feelings of apathy and fatigue, wondering where their drive has gone. But what if the secret to reigniting your motivation lies within your own brain chemistry? Enter dopamine, a neurotransmitter that plays a pivotal role in driving our desires and fueling our actions. When dopamine levels are low, it's like your brain's internal engine is sputtering, causing feelings of lethargy and disengagement. But here's the good news. By understanding the connection between dopamine and your daily energy, you can take proactive steps to boost your motivation and feel invigorated once again. You see, dopamine is released in response to pleasurable activities and rewarding experiences. It's like a little reward system that encourages you to repeat behaviors that bring you satisfaction. When you engage in activities that stimulate dopamine production, you'll naturally feel more motivated and energetic. This could include setting short-term goals, breaking down larger tasks into smaller, achievable steps, or simply taking breaks to engage in activities that bring you joy. Remember, it's okay to rest and recharge. By incorporating strategies that boost dopamine levels into your daily routine, you can transform feelings of apathy into a spring of energy and motivation, propelling you towards your goals with renewed enthusiasm. Dopamine and drive. The neurochemical secret to achieving your goals. Have you ever wondered what drives your determination to achieve your goals and dreams? It turns out that this inner drive is intricately linked to a neurochemical messenger called dopamine. Nestled deep within our brain, dopamine plays a vital role in shaping our desires, influencing the activities that capture our attention and fueling our motivation to take action. You see, dopamine is released in anticipation of a reward, creating a sense of craving or yearning that propels us toward the things that matter most to us. When we set our sights on a goal, whether it's personal, professional, or creative, dopamine orchestrates a symphony of signals in our brain, rousing our curiosity and igniting our drive. As we move closer to achieving our objectives, reinforcing the behaviors that lead us there. This neurochemical guidance system ensures that we channel our energy and focus on the activities that align with our deepest desires and aspirations. Understanding the link between dopamine and drive empowers us to harness the power of our neurochemistry in achieving our goals. By aligning our actions with our desires and savoring the rewards along the way, we can tap into dopamine's motivational magic and turn our dreams into reality. As we conclude this exploration of the dopamine dilemma, remember that life is a balancing act. While dopamine plays a crucial role in driving our actions and shaping our habits, it's essential not to let it dictate our every move. By understanding the subtle ways dopamine influences our choices, we can navigate this intricate neurochemical dance with grace. Strike a balance between seeking immediate gratification and pursuing long-term goals. Embrace activities that stimulate your mind and bring you joy. And above all, practice self-awareness and mindfulness to recognize when dopamine-driven urges might be leading you astray. Remember, you are the author of your own story. Don't let dopamine write it for you. Instead, use this knowledge as a compass guiding you towards a life filled with intention, purpose, and a healthy relationship with instant gratification.